Alrighty, so last time you guys fought in that where the books were, following the ghost of Otari, fought those ghouls. There was like a light, there was a room, you saw the round room with the light going from the ceiling to the floor. That seemed to heal them when they stepped in it. And we are decided to go back to town. You guys make your way back up. Pretty much just following the fastest route, I assume.
Yeah, we didn't want to accidentally. I guess
we
something
backtrack ourselves.
Right.
It wouldn't necessarily be the shortest way. It would be the way that we are familiar and think is relatively safe.
Right.
So you guys make it back to town, pretty uneventfully. Following your footsteps back the way you came, going back up the stairs. Probably about 3 p.m. at that point. As you guys are coming back into town and heading to the inn, though, you stumble into a man who kind of like steps around a corner and is carrying like just a large stack of books. So it's hard for him to see where he's going. He kind of bumps into you, loses a couple books. Kind of a shorter guy.
Something unusual about him, or okay?
No, I just thought I had a better picture for him.
Half-elven, human. He looks like he has slightly pointed ears.
He's human. I think that's just his hair. His hair is kind of unkempt. And he, when he bumps into you, he's like, excuse me, and picking up his books, and then kind of gets a look at you, and he's like, are you by chance friends with Ren that she asked to look into Gauntlet?
It sounds familiar.
Ren is the one who asked us, table talk. Yes, Ren is the one who asked us to go to the ruins. She's the one who mentioned seeing the light there at night and wanted us to find out what it was. I'm pretty sure that was Ren.
That was Ren, yeah. He's like, wonderful. I was hoping I'd run into you. I was wondering if you find anything interesting there. There's been legends of a library that was there once and books. If you find anything, I can make you a list of types of books that I'd be interested. I would buy them from you.
Cool.
I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but
actually found an entire library, sir.
He perks up and he's like, you did? Did you grab any books?
I don't think we grabbed any.
No, but we can return.
Yeah, we plan on returning, so if there's specific things we should be looking for. I mean, it would take many trips to carry back all of the
hoard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says, yes, I can make you a list if he's like, I'm on my way to my shop and home now, just down the street, and he kind of like gestures down the street towards Odd Stories.
And you said this is all going on that evening?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Like that evening we're returning to town. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, he just, he's like, or, if you want to come with me, I can make you a list, or if you want to swing by before you, head out again, I can have a list for you of the types of books that I would be interested in.
I'd offer to go with him. It looks like he could use a hand carrying his books anyway.
I'd like to look around the shops before I get on. It's my day.
And it's a public roll, right?
Do a blind on this one.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
You got a 3 question mark, which should be more than enough to.
There's many questions.
Right. So you're having trouble sleeping. As you get up, you feel like some of the wounds that you took from those ghouls seem to be like, I don't know, like making you just like achy, like stiff.
Okay, that doesn't sound too good.
Is that the sort of thing, like, I'm kind of our company doctor. As I'm checking up on people and tending wounds and things, do I notice him running a fever, or would I have reason to know about it, that sort of effect?
Yeah, so like, do you kind of tell Meredith about this? Kick-Ass kind of mention this to Meredith at all?
Yes, I do. Obviously, it's happening, I guess, while we're
Kinda-
sleeping. So
Yeah, just
when I wake up the next morning, I will talk to him.
So, and Meredith, you would recognize, like, thinking back, you guys, creatures you fought were obviously ghouls, and you would recognize they do spread a disease, basically, that
Got the plague, man.
it's a disease, and left untreated could get worse and worse and do some nasty stuff.
Okay.
Potentially
So
turning
want to
one
make
into
some
way to-
tea or something.
kind of like getting bit
Is there a
by
way
a
to-
zombie.
Okay. Is there anything that he can do to treat me?
You kind of make him some tea, give him a topical cream.
You would know that you would have to do a treat disease.
Okay, let's see if that's something I can do. Poison disease. Yeah. I will try to treat his disease. Here's a suppository. Take 2 of them and call me in the morning. Unless you're a ghoul.
Is it self-administered, or are you administering it?
No, it's definitely self-administered. I could provide you with access to a private room if you need it. Down the hall to the left. But I hope that's sufficient remedy via disease check.
But yeah, it seems to help.
Seems to help, or does it cure me? Do I feel better that
You feel like you didn't heal up fully over your rest, basically, like, but now that you've been treated by Meredith, it seemed, Meredith, you feel like you were able to get the disease, you were able to treat it.
Gotcha. I'll definitely keep an eye on him. Make sure to check in on him. A couple times a day, lunch and dinner, whatever. I keep tabs on him.
oh,
And I'll
instead of
warn the rest
going
of the party too. Definitely
Okay.
do mention this stuff. If you're feeling unwell, definitely let me know right away. I can help you, but I can only help you if I know about it. If you're turning into a zombie, I'll crush your head.
Okay. Sounds fair. Instead of going out the next day, can we take a 2-day rest and see if how I feel the next day? Sounds like I wasn't completely healed. And I'm still down points even after.
I don't think we're on a timeline.
Yeah, you're not on a
I mean,
Yeah, for whatever reason.
actually, anything we've. Go ahead.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when I did my full rest, it only restored me 2 hit points instead of the 4. I just restored the remaining.
Yeah.
Typically, when you take a rest, it only heals you a certain amount.
Why?
Pathfinder isn't a full heal per rest.
Really?
Yeah.
Correct.
I was I fully healed myself, and now I'm down to 19 hit points. So
Just the rest in,
I'd like to
in
make-
and of itself. Yeah, I minused it a little bit from your
Wow. 6.
yeah,
the.
It's not even half.
Yeah, but between that and like having
Yeah, I'd
Meredith
be
in the
tending
party
wounds
doing, like,
over
treat
death.
wounds
Oh.
every couple hours and taking care of it that way, like you'd be able to get fully rested.
Yeah.
So what is in Pathfinder? What is a rest? Is it always 6, or is it a die roll, or what is?
I think it depends on your.
Yeah, I think it's an
And
amount
level.
plus con, and like everything else will go up as you go up. It's never gonna be a lot. It could bring you to full if you're close, obviously.
Resting.
Yeah, I think it has to do with like your like that level
It's your-
bonus, which
yeah,
like
your
your
constitution-
bonus plus your.
It's your Constitution modifier multiplied by your level.
You're multiplied by your what?
By your level.
By your level. Okay.
Gotcha.
If you rest without any shelter or comfort, you might reduce it.
So my Constitution is a 3. My level is a 2. Yep,
That
that's
would
how I
be
got 6.
Wow, I would only get 2 each time.
Yeah, that's probably where I'm at. I think that's where most of us would be at. That's what
That seems so
skills are
pathetic
for.
for full rest.
that's what skills are
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
It's to make those important, make them feel important.
And treat
Reward you for
wounds
having
is
them.
like you could do it once an hour, and like with Meredith just treating your wounds overnight, or anyone else treating them overnight, being
Yeah.
able to get that, you would be able to fully heal up. 'Cause it
Effectively,
doesn't really cost.
in a safe place, we can probably take advantage of that. In a dangerous place, we can't assume it.
Right.
But I am going to those skills that do that. I am looking on keeping them. It'll get to where I can do multiple people at a time, and the cooldown is less than an hour, and I can do it once per, I think, day in combat. And once per day per target. It's not that I can do it once a day, it's you can only receive it once a day, the one I do in combat. Yeah, I do plan on keeping those medical, keeping your health up in addition to magically healing you.
So are you guys gonna do another day, like just hang out in town?
Well, knowing what I know about, actually, what I can do is I could craft like a batch, or like start crafting like a batch of bombs, since no shops sell bombs.
Bet you that is not an original sentence.
What?
No shops sell bombs. I bet you somewhere somebody has said that before. Like almost guaranteed. Like hopefully in equally benign circumstances, but I guarantee you somebody somewhere has said no shops sell bombs.
You
was
could probably
not an
buy
original
them
sentence.
on the black market type of thing if you wanted to buy some as well. Like this shops aren't complete 100%, but we
Let's
could,
not get in too
ask
deep
around.
on this
It's-
conversation
yeah,
because you know they're listening.
it's not something that like typically isn't sold as like the typical adventuring gear type of thing. So yeah, you can start doing that crafting. So it's basically like half the cost, and then you make a crafting check,
Yep.
I wonder what the NSA thinks of our conversations as it listens in on it.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna buy bombs off the black market.
The oh dear.
Hmm.
I've already forgot like how many I can do in a batch. Hello.
I think up to 4.
Probably like 20. I think it's 20.
I think for bombs it's like 3. For potions it's
It's
5.
an odd number. There's also an odd number.
Thought it was 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Potions is 4.
Making up to any consumable. You can craft items with the consumable trait in batches, making up to 4 of the same item at once.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
You didn't miss a lot. Basically, they went back to town. They ran into Morlebent, which is, he would have introduced himself, the owner of the bookstore.
You missed conversations about suppositories and buying bombs off the black market. Now you're caught up.
It is
About it.
4 bombs.
So
Bombs?
yeah, and Morlebent owns the bookstore, and basically gave you guys a list of books and types of books. If you find some in the Gauntlet ruins, like, he would buy them off you. He had heard that Rin had sent you in there, and then you guys took a rest so you can go ahead and full heal up.
And
found out that he had the disease.
do I heal up full?
You didn't heal up fully the first night, but after, like, in the morning, you get treated, and then you can take another rest.
Okay.
If you guys are going to rest another day in town.
I am. Yeah, I'm at 21 right now.
And
All right. Let's see if this works. I failed, but it wasn't a crit fail, so I got the. I don't lose anything.
don't
From
use
it.
the materials. You just gotta.
Yeah.
You just wasted your time. Like,
Yep.
you get distracted and don't mix something properly, and it doesn't, like, start its chemical reactions. You come back and you're like, oh dang it, I didn't add in this chemical.
My die roll was a 3.
Yeah.
Like, this should have been an easy check for me, but I got a 3.
Bad.
If I got a
Unlucky
7 or
dice.
higher, it would have been a success.
Yeah. So that evening, you guys are, unless there's more shopping you want to do, that evening, you guys are relaxing in the town, kind of thinking about what you're going to, do the next day, like talking about, are we going to go right back to that library, kind of discussing what your plans are for that. And the next evening, after you guys are in town, and Mezix tries his crafting, but doesn't succeed, and Brett's just gonna resting up. Guys hear voices from, like, the streets, like people, like, kind of shouting in alarm, and, like, just kind of like some panicked yells a little bit, like going outside to see what the hubbub is about. You notice that people, like, in the street that were, like, walking are, like, looking kind of up and pointing, and you turn and see towards, like, the west. There seems to be, like, a big sickly light, green light, that is coming from the direction of Gauntlet and is focused on to where the cemetery would be, up here.
A beam of light?
Yeah.
Ping that again.
southwest side is a library.
Why didn't it move my screen when you did that? Weird.
Oh, I didn't force focus it.
Oh, there you go. Whoa! That's a cool effect.
You see this, this sickly pale blue illumination. The beam arcs south of it's falling onto the sprawling graveyard.
Of course, it's
How long would it-
hitting the graveyard.
How long would it take us to get to the graveyard?
Probably a few minutes.
20 minutes,
just-
maybe? It's like
Just
across
a few
town.
minutes, you have to kind of leave town and then do that. The other way to reach the graveyard is by
You guys,
going up some narrow switchback stairs behind Dawnflower Library. That's a lot more of a tedious task. But as you guys are hey, should we go there? You start noticing figures that are the cliffs over Dawnflower.
Oh,
And
I
they're
would have
just
gave put on.
They're just kind of shambling, and they're just falling off the cliffs. And then once they hit the ground, they're just kind of splatting. But a couple of them still moving a little bit. People are just starting to freak out at this point.
I gave someone my root magic.
yeah.
Hey now.
I'll give it to the tank.
All right, yeah, you would have done that at the beginning of the day. What do you guys want to do?
Take off running in that direction.
You'll probably go towards that library.
Do you want to go towards the library or towards the graveyard up on the top?
The graveyard is above the library?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah,
on a
there's a
cliff.
cliff face.
It's a weird place to have a graveyard. Every time it rains, it's going to slush over into the library.
No wonder those books smelled.
Yeah.
Probably hit the source first with the graveyard, and then if we need to go down towards the library to clean up, because there should be guards heading towards the library.
Okay.
Well, I assume, at least.
Yeah, you see some guards heading that way, and then some others are also running out towards the other way to go around the town.
And the quickest way to the graveyard is to loop around from the north. And
Correct.
past the pond and up.
Correct.
Okay. I want to
Okay.
get on that then. Let's run.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
So you guys take a few minutes, run around.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Huh. So at this scale, do we see the whole place is lit up? Is it kind of focused on one area? Is there anything of?
Sure. By the time you guys get here, the light has kind of shut off, but you see the ground has churned up. You rush up. There's a few guards at these gates here to the cemetery, and they're kind of closing it off, and they seem to be a little bit freaked out. And at first, when you guys start to approach, they're like, whoa, there's you don't want to go in there, it's not safe.
Obviously, it's not safe. We're here for that.
Got
They kinda
lemming
Look at
zombies.
each other, and you see that they're well, we can't be responsible. We've got orders to wait until we get more. We're gonna wait till we get more guards up here.
We're an adventuring party. We know the risks.
Kind of assumed when we walked this way.
Alrighty, we get one more hero point. So that you guys should all have 3 now. There you go.
Yes. We need to start using them more often.
So they kind of
Indeed.
reluctantly were like, well, we can't really stop you. But they don't seem to be like super stoked about going in there. You see beyond them in the graveyard, it looks like a ton of the graves have like got loose dirt. Loose dirt tracks. There's a few zombies that are just kind of shambling around. It seems like quite a bit of them have already fallen off the cliff sides. A little bit of glow. They're not really glowing, but just so you can see where the tokens are, because they mix in with the scenery wall. They're just kind of shambling around a bit, kind of mindlessly. You see one of them that's kind of closest here is like slowly kind of making his way towards the gate, but doesn't seem to be like running or, making like, hasn't really like spotted something. It's just kind of moving in that direction.
Let's go get him.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Well, let's see. This guy right here is rambling towards us, correct?
Yeah, and as you guys start to run in, he definitely picks up and notices you and kind of like starts moving faster towards you.
Okay. Well, guy. Here it is. Okay, so I've threw my short bow. I will do a first strike. Seriously? I will do a
And you can't.
second strike.
Don't forget hero.
You know what? Here, I've got 3 of them, so yeah, let's try it.
We just have to choose which one of your cards. You could just decide that later, but like use one and then on your character
Okay.
screen, like maybe after your turn, you choose which one you want to discard.
Okay, let me try re-rolling it again.
Just, and you know how to right click. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. There we go. 25, so that hit.
Crit.
Yes. But I don't get my sneak attack. So he will take 8 points of damage.
Crit, it should add
did
deadly to it.
Did you hit the critical button? No, you didn't.
Didn't I?
So hit the critical. We'll just delete that one.
Okay. Critical.
But
There
it
we
will,
go.
yeah, add
Wow,
the 10.
25 is way better.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
20,
What was the other hit? What was the other damage? I deleted
8.
it. 8, yeah. Much better. As you just
Okay.
get a headshot into that one.
How does he?
He's
Oh, they're dead.
How does he
Yeah,
look?
like, you get a
Like a
head,
bloodstain?
you
He
get a
looks like he's
headshot.
laying back down again.
Okay. Now, I am going to... Let me see. I don't see anyone else coming, do I?
To the east.
Yeah, there's two over
Right.
here.
There
I'm
he
making
is.
them glow. They're not really glowing, but just so they're...
I am going to go... I have a movement of 25. 15... I could move...
That'd still be
So that would-
65 feet. From there.
65 or 55. If I come down here...
Here would be, here would be 60, here would be 55.
I'm going to move there, and then I will. Okay. You know what? Right click. No, I'm not. I'll keep it. I'm done. I'm done.
Alrighty, Meredith. And then Cedric, you're on deck.
All right. I am going to cast a spell. Infuse Vitality. And I'm going to pull it out onto myself. And I did it as a 3-action effect. So I cannot do it. But if we could put that on Codon and Kickass as well. Drag out that effect from the chat bar and put it on yourselves or Mr. DJ.
I think you should be able to, but
I don't think I can.
I dragged it onto me.
Thanks.
I thought I checked something, but that allows you.
Oh,
to,
I didn't even try because I couldn't before, so maybe
Yeah.
we can now.
there was an option I checked it to where like you can give other players items and also effects.
Oh, yep, I did. I just gave it to you, Brett. You now have an effect on you, and so does Codon. Like it says in the chat, each of your weapon strikes deals an extra 1d4 vitality damage.
Excellent.
Typically damage is undead. It also has the holy trait should that become relevant. After I get like 72, I think it was, hit more experience points, it'll be 2d4 damage added to your strikes, and it's all of your weapon strikes. It's not one specific weapon. That was 3 actions to cast it on 3 targets. So I don't have anything else other than to say, go have fun, boys.
Okay.
And-
We
and
will.
Have fun storming the graveyard.
Exactly.
Cedric.
Okay. I don't even know how far I am from everyone. 85.
Pretty far. My first turn is going to be
I would
walking.
say you could probably see that one pretty clearly. I mean, the tree, like, you're going to be under the tree branches mainly. This one might be between you and this little mausoleum thing, but these other two you would have a pretty open line of sight to.
Leave it in the water, dude. Okay, I'll probably have to move closer. Okay. I'm going to use my last 2 actions for Force Barrage against this one. I think we made the roll where I roll twice, right?
You wanted to roll them for each one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. No, I didn't mean to double it. Either way, it's the same. 8 force damage.
Just to make sure, this guy, right? That's the one you have targeted.
Yep. And that's my turn.
That one that you just hit. You got its attention. It's going to double move up to you. And that's all it's going to be able to do. It's getting right up in your face. This one doesn't seem to be quite as like skeletal as the other ones. Mezix, you're up.
Is this one? These two enemies next to each other?
No, one of them's Cedric. The other one's a
Oh,
zombie.
yeah. I couldn't tell with the branches.
Yeah. Because they're kind of under the branches. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Come
All right.
Sort them out.
Let's see. Well, I'm just going to use a sling right now. Let's see. I'm going to use a hit point. Come on.
Your dice hate you today, man. I would.
Oh,
change
yeah.
it.
There we go. All right, that was 3 actions: drawing the sling, and then 2 shots with it. One of them missed, and then the other one hit.
Even if I knew you were going to be using weapon, I'd have the holy effect on you.
Okay. Well, that's a problem.
You have some sort of action you can
There we go.
move forward to the center area, draw their attention, and then hit them when they come to you. The equivalent of a held action from 5e. I don't know if you have something that works like that.
Well, I'm just looking through the hero things. I can spend 2 actions to get over to this guy and, I guess, hit him.
Just thinking if you intercepted some of them, if you hit that, if you go over and hit that guy, then you're gonna spend your next round moving 2 times somewhere too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Badly.
moving, or you move once, raise your shield, and wait for them to get to you.
I'm just reading real quick through my hero actions. See if there's because I got a surge of speed. The creature is quickened on his turn and can use the extra action only to take a single action with the move trait.
Oh, so does it give you does quicken just give you an extra action?
That's what I'm trying to read.
Quicken, you're able to act more quickly. You gain 1 additional action at the start of your turn each round.
Nice.
Many effects make you quicken, require you to use this extra action only in certain ways, which this one is I think it's just this round, you're quickened so you can move. You can do a free move.
That's exactly what you want.
Exactly what you want. Yeah. And saving 1 action at the end to raise your shield is not a bad idea, whoever said that.
Yep. So I
now
think
you
I
still
will.
got 3 move.
I will
and
use
great shield
that.
at the end.
So use this. That use it. So that should give me enough movement to get to that fellow. So it was my first and quickened action. And then my second action will be to attack said fellow with the smoking sword that should now be infused. Hopefully that works right.
Hit.
Holy tag on there, so it looks like it tagged it with the spell.
It did tag it?
I see the holy tag on there. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
holy.
do damage yet, but your weapon is tagged as holy.
Okay, and then damage. Oh, yeah, right here on the thing it says infused vitality. I see that.
Extra D4.
Yep. And then my last thing will be to raise shield.
On that, so you did. Yeah, pretty much all of this damage is like really, really bad for it. So you just slice this thing down the
Squishy,
middle.
squishy.
So if you wanted to reverse your raised shield and move again towards one of them, you can. Or if you want to just leave your shield raised, I'll leave that up to you. But if you wanted to make it different, if you would choose differently because this one's dead now.
Yeah. None of them are going to be able to get to me, so raise my shield's not really going to do anything. But moving to the front line, yeah, I'm not going to raise shield. So now I'm going to move 25 feet to be next to my... I'll be in front of you. You're squishy, right? Who's up here?
Thief.
That's the kicking ass show.
I'll be in front of you. And that's the end of my turn. It's a lot of movement.
That's just measure remote tool. I'm like, why isn't it turning yellow? It's basically like it's just going to use all its actions to.
Fast zombies.
Whoops. Can you drop the root magic on me again? There it goes. Never mind. I got it.
This one is actually going to be able to attack you.
Uh-oh. Swing and a miss.
Oh, and a miss.
Okay, kick-ass rolled. Oh,
2 ones in a row.
yeah. I am really not okay. Pin to all.
You can hero point that you want. Typically,
Yeah, that's
like
what
your
I'm-
first attack is your best chance to hit, so
Yeah,
it makes the most sense to hero point that one versus the second one.
yeah, and I'm going to hero point it.
I love how the chat is like, Kick-Ass rolled a 1 2 times in a row. Roll streak. Oh my god.
Wow. Now I'm just mocking
with
you.
Yeah, and you're doing a really good job of it. Okay, so that was first attack. Second attack. Okay, I'm done.
Oh man, you broke your streak.
Alrighty, that's your
Okay,
turn.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty, Meredith. And then Cedric's up.
All right. I think range. Unharmed.
Oh, yeah, I don't think any of these have been.
Since they have their hands occupied, my friends, I'm gonna go after the guy down here. I'll also target him because I have to for it all to work, but just to make sure Joe knows which one I'm going after.
Whoa.
Neat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that formula looks so tasty. Look at all those dice.
27.
Yeah, with a chunk of it being 4 points of it being holy.
Yeah, I don't think that's what did it. That's what put it over the edge.
Yeah, it was the final four. But holy, I don't think he even gets a chance to zombie it back up to his feet. And then I'll go for the next guy down here. Second attack. Oh, did that not target? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna join the crew and also hero point that. Still hits. Yay. For 6 points on that guy. Again, some of it holy. Take 6 damage. He's injured. I'm gonna go. What else am I gonna do way back here? I'm gonna go for a third one. I should miss on that one realistically, so I'll just end my turn.
Hey, Cedric.
Gonna target these two down here and with electric arc. So they both need to make a DC 18 reflex save.
18, yeah, they both fail.
5 electric damage. Oh, wow.
Both of them?
Fancy.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you hit them, and they seem to have resistance to it. And did you have another action? You moved, right? Jaden, you still want to move after noticing the electricity just kind of courses over their bones doesn't seem to affect them.
No, that's it. That's it. I used all my actions.
Mezix?
Okay. Well, I guess this looks like a good time for a bomb. We're good. So they're both marked as unharmed.
I don't believe they were harmed
Well,
before.
oh, did they not take any electricity damage?
No, they didn't take any.
Ah, okay. Let's try fire then. Come on. Rerolling. Yay!
more than 5. There you go. And then the other one takes 1 splash.
Yep. And
yeah, that one took enough to kill it. The splash damage doesn't seem to have affected this. Basically, they have resistance 5.
Oh shit!
To fire and electricity.
Oh, that's annoying.
But you got just enough to kill it over the splash, or over that, but the splash on this. Any other action?
All right. Then for the other one, I will just try with the sling again. Nice. Woo!
They don't have very many hit points, but they got resistance. Decent amount of resistance to make them fun. Alrighty, anything else on your turn? Any more action?
No, I moved. I threw a bomb and I fired a sling bullet.
Hold on.
Okay. Just enough movement, just to barely get to him.
There's so many nat ones being rolled.
What is going on?
Oh,
man, I don't know which one I want to burn. I mean, the dying one's kind of cool, but I'm doing pretty good, so I guess I'm going to burn Last Stand, which is sadness.
There you go.
Nice.
Critical. Splat goes the fellow. 32? What a waste. And his next to kin.
Somewhere someone just randomly dies.
Well, I'm gonna raise
damage.
Shield, and I'm gonna discard. That Last Stand is so cool. You know what? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna unfortunately get rid of Desperate Swing. I want to be a zombie myself. Last Stand makes it so if I were going to drop to 0 hit points, I could instead not and be a zombie.
To you. Last action. Target you. Hits. So you took 4. You want me to apply that? And
Oh no.
big ass.
Okay. Roll. Awesome.
Yeah.
About time.
And that, yeah, after.
And his name is John C.
Okay, 17 points of damage.
We needed that one.
Did he survive it?
You should be able to add your sneak attack to that too, yeah?
Well,
Yeah.
It's not flanking. Why would he be able to?
Oh, no. Never mind. I was
Okay.
He can get the dish.
wrong rule set.
But I mean, it doesn't matter.
So he's dead. Okay. That's pretty good roll, and I'm guessing that all the others are looking pretty... No, there's still that guy down here.
Just this
And
one here is the only one that you
Yes.
see is still up and around.
let's see. The only one that I can see is the one down there. And I'm guessing he is probably
85.
okay, why don't I try this?
So we're
then?
clear up here. How do we get down there? Do we have to walk clear back around?
There's a switchback stair.
It's kind of near where somebody's cursor was just a moment ago.
Right here? Oh, okay, I see it now.
Then I will come down here. Let me see.
Yeah.
There we go. I will go there. And I'm suspecting that he is still out of range. Yeah, so he is within range. So I will target him and send another round into him.
Pew pew.
Okay, so I hit. Not quite as good as I did last time, but
Oof.
ugh, 3 points of damage.
That hurts. Well, the Tolly.
I think he just washes off that 3 points of damage.
Yeah, he probably does. And I am now
It
done.
seems to hit him a little more because of the vitality damage seems to have damaged him a bit more. Meredith, you are.
I am going to, since this guy is at an ideal range for me here,
Start lofting some arrows at him.
with one.
Critical!
Yeah.
His name is John C.
4 of that was holy.
Or vitality, rather, I guess. Yeah. And then if I don't see anything else, I'll start moving up.
The boards are clear.
Yeah.
So it seems kind of quiet, and then the light that was shining before once more lights up. The beam seems to be a little bit weaker and more narrow, but it kind of like focuses in like right near you guys, like right here.
Oh boy.
It's probably fine.
Behind us.
And
Hello.
in a flash, you see this large,
That's a pretty big fucking spider.
pretty big
I
fucking
mean, it's
spider.
bigger.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a much larger spider.
Okay.
Yikes.
And then the light dies off, kind of slowly as this thing is here. Were you done with your turn, Meredith, or did you have one more action?
I still have one more.
Action, if that was like mid-turn. If we're still on the same initiative, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I think it was probably supposed to happen after your turn, but
That's right.
it gives you a chance to act for at least something.
Sure. I mean, it's under range for me, but There we go. Under range for me, but I'll try to do a shoot. And I will miss. And I will-
Under range? You have a minimum range?
I do. That volley factor.
Uh-huh.
I want them to be at least 30 feet away.
Huh.
Like I've been. I mean,
Right, Cedric.
thank you for ending my turn. It wouldn't be.
We're gonna pick up this lid
And
off
crush
here
it.
and just and shoot. Cast telekinetic projectile. We'll do bludgeoning, I guess.
You can hero point that if you want.
Yeah, I'll use hero point. No, never mind. That was a waste of a hero point. And we're gonna move back.
Orin Jesus is not happy with you guys.
No, guess not.
And that's my turn.
His turn. He is going to
Whoa.
just let out this
Sort of.
spray. If you guys could give me a reflex save, click on that in the reflex in the chat.
Oh. I get a... is it a spell save?
It's not a spell. It's just like he's
Okay.
spraying.
Reflex. There is no reflex in the chat.
You might have
This
to scroll up
disappeared
a
on
little
me.
bit.
It's the one next to Scalarathrax.
Ah, here it is. Yeah. Public or blind?
Public.
Oh. That was very public.
I think yes, just backflip. You got a critical success.
I did.
So,
Cool.
You are unaffected.
Oh, I'm gonna use a second hero point
Okay. Yeah. And vote on if you want to use it.
and and do worse. That was improbable. All right. Sucks.
I rolled an 8 and still failed.
Yeah, I also rolled an 8 and still failed, and I thought, a hero point, I should do better.
No.
So,
But no, not tonight.
Codon, are you re-rolling with hero point or?
No, if an 8's not going to save me, I'd have to.
Roll higher.
I don't know. On average, I'd probably roll just an 8 again.
You guys take.
I don't think that's
10
how averages work.
Well, I
poison
mean,
damage.
sorry. On average, I'd probably roll. Expected value on a d20 is what, a 10? So I'd probably roll pretty close to that.
For 1 minute, you gain weakness to fire. And whenever you critically fail with an attack roll, a wielded weapon, you drop the weapon. It's just like coded in this. All right, everybody gets one more hero. So with this thing, that was one action. And kick-ass, you dodged out of his way, didn't like that. One of, he shakes one of his legs and, well, 10 damage. That is his turn.
Okay.
So if you've got resistance to fire and a weakness to fire, do those cancel each other out?
Yeah, I would think so.
You know what? Let's try this.
mainly because that's like, I think it's just flammable.
Yeah. 2 and then the 1 splashing. Or 1 splash damage. And it is off guard.
The 2 is counting the splash damage? Because you rolled a 1 on the d6?
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, you're right.
You have something that adds 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that the splash damage was added into the
Base damage.
But the target also becomes off guard, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, until the start of my next turn. And I know it was giving you guys resist or like vulnerability or weakness to fire, but let's see if it's resistant to fire at all. I'll
Critical
that.
miss.
Use the hero point that I just got. Come on!
They're very streaky.
No, all right. Seriously, I'm getting either 2s or 19s. Nothing else. I'm gonna move back. Oops. That's my turn.
Come up and poke it in the face. Die, you ugly thing. Daring attempts.
Weird, it gives you weakness to fire, but it doesn't do any fire damage. You would think that it would.
You said if it's flammable but not on fire.
Yeah. I think it's just because the oily stuff that it spit all over you.
It's oily.
2 damage? And 1 of that, or 6 of that is fire? The fire.
6 fire, 3 holy.
Yeah, the fire seemed to do a lot more.
Extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
Seemed to not like that part of it the most.
Man. And now is when I want to use that swing card that I threw away right now. I will attack. No, I'm going to raise my shield. What am I doing? I'm getting overzealous here.
Already kick ass.
Okay.
Oh, I had enough movement, if you don't mind. I would have circled. Can you put me on the other side?
Circled around it.
So I can flank it. Give my friends some extra bonuses.
Okay. I will, since I'm kind of low on hit points, I need to swallow a potion.
Remember, it is off guard, so...
It's off guard to him regardless, for at least until message next turn.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm going to back up 15 feet. He's still off guard though, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to send a round into him. Okay, so that means damage should be 1d6, 1d6 plus 1d4. So that. So he takes 11 points of damage. That's my second action. My third action.
Spider thing is undead, correct?
What's that?
Pardon?
The spider thing, is it undead? Is that 1d4 vitality damage, like, is it susceptible to that if it's not undead?
I think it still takes the damage. It's just not, like, undead is weak to that, right? So it takes more.
Okay.
So, like, it doesn't seem to be undead to you. Like, it looks like just a giant ass spider. Doesn't look like, undead have a decaying type. Like this doesn't seem like it's decaying or anything like that.
I just, like in there it says strikes deal an extra 1d4 vitality damage. This damage typically damages only undead.
I know I saw another one that had vitality weakness. Effects with this trait heal living creatures with energy from...
Actually, technically, I don't think they should have had the holy trait because I'm not supposed to be holy because I'm
Go for nature. But should be doing the vitality damage, which I thought was only on undead.
I'm looking at
because it says it typically damages only undead.
the remastered version of positive. So I think it would technically heal it. That's what the other thing was saying too. It's like basically what positive damage was before, which is like what healing spells do. Let me look. Is that something you can drop concentration on if you wanted?
It does have concentrate on it, so I don't. If concentrate can be dropped at will, then yes. It does have concentrate, not sustain.
heal spells specifically call out that they heal the living and damage the undead.
Yeah.
They do not say that it is vitality damage anywhere in the description of that spell. It says it damages undead. It doesn't give a damage type to that. In the 3-action version of heal, it does say you disperse vital energy.
I'm looking at the player core. 2 special types of energy damage specifically target the living and undead. Vitality harms only undead creatures, withering undead bodies and disrupting incorporeal life. Void damages saps life, damaging only living creatures. So yeah, it wouldn't do the vitality.
In that case, that would be for kick acid and for the 3 points from Codon's previous attack.
And then my attack wouldn't have done the
It still did the D6 sneak attack. So
it just didn't do the 1d4.
Yeah.
Correct. He gave it that back already.
Okay.
Did you have any other actions? Sorry.
I have one more action, and as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to consume a minor healing potion. So that'll heal 1d8. So I get 5 points back. No.
You said
16. There we go. If I did that right, so I should be... There we go.
Meredith.
All right. I am going to, if this is how I think it works.
Yeah. I am going to go back. Where was my everybody's move since I decided where I was going to go before? I will go there. And when I am at least 30 feet, which I am now more than 30 feet, that's shown, I will make the attack. There we go. I missed anyway. And that was 1 move plus the hero card. I will shoot again. Miss. And then I'm going to use my shield. My turn.
So I was just curious. I know he's blocked right now from my viewpoint. Does that count as cover for him?
Yeah, he would have cover to you because there's a big mausoleum in between.
So he has cover, or whatever this thing is.
Correct. Like if you're trying to cast a spell or something, like you have to see him. You have to have line of sight to him.
I was just thinking of Phase Bolt. Like, how does that interact with Phase Bolt?
Yeah, so you would have. It's basically like a spell. You'd have to have line of sight on it.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just wondering, because it goes through cover, and then it does 3d4 piercing if it's through cover. So I was just wondering.
On phase bolt?
Yeah, on phase bolt.
Oh,
I think you still have to have that's like partial cover and stuff, right?
yeah. What
You
it
still have
says
to have
is,
line of sight to cast at them.
well, what it says, if the target has any circumstance bonus to AC, such as from a shield or cover, you reduce that by 2 for this attack. So I think like if it had partial cover, that would work. But if you're on the other side of a building from it, that's full cover, right? You're like not able to even see a bit of it.
I'm still trying to figure out that cantrip. I'll attack you with telekinetic projectile.
You can still use it.
You don't have to have cover.
It'd be really good against something that has a shield and it's raising its shield or something like that.
For somebody that's like ducking behind a table, you can still see part of them, but they're partially behind the table. You get to ignore the table.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out, but nah, I'll just use telekinetic projectile. 26.
It's
For 6 bludgeoning damage. And that's my turn, because I moved in and cast the spell.
alrighty. It is going to have this meaty, tasty looking dwarf.
Meaty, tasty dwarf. It's gonna be my new title.
And that's when it hits. You could give me a fortitude. Light you for 18 points of damage.
At 18 fells? Wow.
As this venom kind of gets into you, you are clumsy one.
Medic!
No joke.
As it's gonna start making its way towards you. You get this feeling that its many eyes are focused in. I think, Kodon, you have an opportunity attack, right? Reactive strike.
Oh, yes!
You can take
I am as the...
Oh, I meant to ask that goop that's still on me. Like, it's not doing any kind of persistent damage or anything, right? It's just I'm slimy and highly flammable.
Yeah. If you miss with a crit, and let me.
Oh. I'm gonna use my... burn this... one of the things. Reroll with a hero point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Critical!
And his name is John C.
Do.
It's so fitting.
Okay, so it won't take the.
We'll take the vitality, so it's -2.
That doesn't matter.
But still 26, yeah.
It
I
turns and
hope it
starts to
doesn't
run away.
matter.
You get it. And
Woo!
how do
He's
you
not
do
looking
this?
very good.
Not looking good at all. Everyone gets 160 XP.
Nice.
Nice. That makes us
Bing.
3rd level.
Woo!
So you should all be 1,082.
Mm-hmm.
Let's search for. Let's see if we can find anything. If we can't find anything,
Well, we haven't gotten
head
down to the
back?
library, right?
Yeah, there's still the problem with the undead that were falling down on the library.
Yeah, if you guys, I could say like if you guys are worried about that, you can like make your way down there. But like as you get, over to the cliff and start making your way down, you see that like most of like they're mindless. They were just kind of going, falling, pretty much did them in. There was a couple that were like crawling barely alive, and the guards were able to
fell and
take care of
died.
them.
They're like
Yeah.
lemmings.
Pretty much.
I need a medic. I've got a broken, clumsy bone and some toxic spray oil that could be wiped off. Would be nice.
Yeah, if we have some time, I'd definitely like to take care of that.
I'd like to gather up some of that toxic oil. See if I can do anything with that.
So you're able to patch up and make your way back into the town, where things have seemed to be under control. People are a bit freaked out about what's happened. Some of the guards are taking care of it, but they're mainly got their hands full with handling the crowd. And you guys can go back, finish your rest. This was in the evening that this happened, dusk.
So I can get rid of my clumsy and my oil spray.
Kenneth and Brett, you can both get rid of your vitality weapon too.
Oh,
Only lasted a minute. I can do it again after we rest.
You guys can rest and do it, go back to the inn, and the guards are pretty much kind of the ones that were here thank you and were like, oh man, you guys were awesome. Did you see that, the way they kicked that spider's ass and all that? But in town, you're pretty much the guards there are kind of really directing everybody to go inside, get to their homes, just in case anything else comes crawling out of the cemetery. The Rowdy Rockfish is where you guys were staying. Despite its name, is usually really probably one of the more mellow places in town, kind of quiet. But tonight, there's a decent amount of people and a little more of chatter going on. Everybody discussing, what happened.
So I was curious to see if there was already an item for that oil, and well, actually, turns out that they're on the database page for that monster.
Yeah.
It specifically talks about that oil and harvesting it, and how it needs a 10 minutes. Spend 10 minutes and succeeding a DC 21 crafting check to get it. So I failed.
Do you want to re-roll it using say you use a hero point?
Well, I mean, I had a pretty decent roll, so I don't know if I'll.
You get a 21.
Yeah, I mean, I might as
You
well
got a
try, I guess.
12. I mean, it's
Yeah, I might as well try.
It's
I
an
guess.
average, above average roll, but there's
So
a
let's
possibility
see.
you could do better.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you do it.
All right, so
Okay,
it's
you're able
not.
to
So it's
use it.
an actual alchemical item.
So you extract one bulk of Scarlathax oil worth 20 gold pieces. If you're crafted, so I guess what it says is if you're going to craft anything that is fire damage or has the slippery quality of the oil, something grease or something like that, because it's both slippery and very flammable. You get a
So,
plus one item bonus to crafting that.
so basically, if I used it to craft alchemical fire, the alchemical fire would do the slippery property as well, or apply the slippery property on the
it
enemy as
doesn't-
well.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. It just basically says since you're using this high quality alchemical oil, you get a bonus to making the alchemical fire. Does that make
Okay.
sense? If you're crafting something that either does fire damage or does the slippery, you get a bonus because you're using a high quality.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I just want to wrap up real quick. So the tavern inn is pretty hot and people are talking about it. The next day, as you guys are getting ready and having breakfast, you get a messenger who comes to your room and gives you a letter, which is an invitation to the mayor's manor, Osif Menholm's manor. Basically, there's just a little letter saying, you know, I've heard my guards have told me you guys were, you and your companions were involved in helping clear out the graveyard. I'd like to speak with you at your earliest convenience.